Jimmy Johnson off the racetrack, and we will be getting this race started momentarily. Mark Canossula waves the green flag, and we're underway. That's through turn 1, and there's the A-B lane. Now Roger Jr., number 6, leads up through the A side, and Senior leads them through the B. They come out side by side, so right now both lanes seem to be even. Oh, and hitting sideways is Ivan, the Ironman Stewart. That's going to cost him 2 positions. The 2 Fords get right by Ivan. Now he's got to fight alongside with Rob McEachran. There you see him going screaming by. Right now, the Mears gang running 1-2. It's Senior, Junior, and then Danny Thompson. Thompson had one of his best qualifying efforts in a long time.
Well, he certainly did. He qualified second, and he's got a good running car tonight.
Now he has come up from row number 3, and watch him on the B lane. There you see him there. He's got the 2 Nissans out in front of him. He comes into second. No. Roger Jr. manages to hold on to the position, and he'll have the left 180-degree turn number 6 right there, and so he holds him off one more time. In the meantime, out in front and starting to open up a good-sized lead, the number 5 of Roger Mears. Let's set it for you. There you see Rick Johnson. He's had some contact with the right rear quarter panel now away. Let's go on board and see what it's like inside. You know this feeling very well.
Well, I certainly do. I'll tell you, he's just trying to find the quickest line around here so he can gather up, looks like Rob McEachran in front of him.
It's actually Danny Thompson and then Rob McEachran, and he does reel him in. He's gaining on him ever so slightly. Then he seems to lose it coming through that fast sweeping left-hander. We'll watch this time as, yes, Roger Mears Sr. takes the B side, but now the A side taken by second place, Danny Thompson. And Rick Johnson follows him. Will it pay off? It does for Danny Thompson. He holds on to the position. It is still Mears Jr. in third, but he gets challenged on the inside. Ricky Johnson takes the position. So now it is Roger Mears Sr., Danny Thompson, Rick Johnson, and then Roger Mears Jr. That's your top 4. 3 laps remaining. Roger Mears Sr. has led from the get-go. The battle has been for second, third, and fourth. And again, it will be Danny Thompson maintaining second place over Rick Johnson.
Well, I'm watching Rick's car. It looks like it's working awful good, especially on the corners. He's getting through them extremely good.
Then the big question is, why can't he reel in Danny Thompson? Does the Ford have that much more horsepower here?
It must be the straightaway speed.
So right now, Roger Mears Sr., Danny Thompson, trying to reel him in, but Mears, who won 3 times last year on the Mickey Thompson Tour, finds himself in the lead here in heat race number 1. Less than 2 laps remaining. Things have sort of settled down behind our leaders as well. The 2 Toyotas are running near the back of the pack. They're running 5th and 6th. White flag coming out. One more time around. And Ricky Johnson has reeled in second place Danny Thompson. Thompson takes the A lane and Rick takes the B. Now we're going to see who has the quicker car through the infield. Can Rick Johnson make it work? It looks like he's going to take the position. He's got his nose in front. Can he make it stick through turn 6? He does.
Well, he got a little tap in the back, but he would still be able to maintain that 180 turn.
Roger Mears Sr. is going to take the checkered flag. There you see him coming through. The battle will be for second. There's your winner, Roger Mears Sr. Ricky Johnson second, and third place goes to Danny Thompson.
Third place out of the heat race.
Grand National Heat Race number 2. The green flag waves, and we are underway. Jimmy Johnson on the front row alongside of Rob McEachran. Now remember, McEachran is racing with a broken left pinky finger knuckle, actually, and very painful when he turns the steering wheel to the left, especially. Right now, Ivan Stewart challenging McEachran for second place. We've got a jam up back in turn number 5. They get unhooked, but it is Danny Thompson and Ricky Johnson, 2 of the guys that did so well in heat race number 1. Ivan Stewart takes the A lane. Jimmy Johnson takes the B lane. 18 years old. This is the youngest and the oldest competing in the series. Ivan Stewart at the age of 48, and the 18-year-old whippersnapper is out in front of him.
And it certainly looked like that A lane was the quickest one for him that time.
Johnson has opened up about a 5-truck length lead. In fact, Ivan Stewart has got his mirrors full, if he had a mirror, of Rob McCachran in the Ford and Rod Millen coming on strong. Millen needs a strong heat race here. He is starting to lose contact with the leaders in the driving championship already. Jimmy Johnson in front. Ivan Stewart looks like he may get around and hold on to the position before Rob McCachran can take it away from him. So it is still Ivan Stewart second, McCachran third, Rod Millen in fourth.
Well, all the cars seem to be working very good. I mean, I think they've come out with the right combination on their tires. Every one of them seems to be making these turns at a good high rate of speed.
Now remember, Jimmy Johnson has not won a heat race or a main event since coming into Grand National Sport Trucks. He's only raced, this will be his 4th Grand National Sport Truck race. So, you know, this would be a big moment for him if he's able to hold off the Iron Man.
Well, it certainly would, but the Iron Man has got the pressure on him. He is closing.
Okay, now, you've been in this position, especially when it was Robbie Gordon that was tangling with you. If you're Ivan Stewart right now, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to drive my lane, the one I like the best. I am going to make certain that I get through the turns as quick as I possibly can. What I don't want to do is follow him, because if he bobbles, I can't get around him. I want open racing room, and that's what Ivan's got now.
Ivan Stewart on the A lane. Jimmy Johnson on the B lane. They're coming right at you. And it's still Johnson, Stewart, Rob McCachran, and Rod Millen. So it's Chevrolet, Toyota, Ford, Toyota. That's your top 4.
When it comes down to the A, B lanes for the Grand Nationals, boy, it looks like they are dead heat even.
Ivan Stewart's all over.
He's done something different. Okay, I like that. I like that kind of thing. All of a sudden, it's a change-up, took Ivan off guard, and look at, he's got himself 3 car lengths and going away.
Great move by Jimmy Johnson. So with 2 laps, actually 1 lap remaining, he makes the move of the race, which may be the turning point, because Ivan was closing. 1 turn remaining. The 18-year-old is going to pull it off from nearby El Cajon. He's got his first heat win.
He does.
Ivan Stewart second. 3rd place to Rob McCachran. Rod Millen is 4th. Party at my house! So now it's time to find out who has saved what little they have left. You are on board with Rick Johnson. He's on the front row as we set the starting grid for you. The pole sitter will be that man, Danny Thompson, in the Ford. Johnson Chevrolet alongside. Row 2 will have the Iron Man, Ivan Stewart, and Rob McCachran, current points leader. Row 3, Roger Mears in the Nissan, Rod Millen's Toyota alongside. Then in row 4, Jimmy Johnson in the Chevrolet, winner of his first heat race tonight, and Roger Mears Jr. alongside in the other Nissan. The start, oh so critical. Mark Canossula waves the green flag. We're underway. 12 laps of racing. Danny Thompson leads the A lane charge, and it is Rick Johnson on the B side. Down into turn number 4, and it is Rick Johnson with the lead. The 2 Fords battling for second.
Ricky Johnson just showed him that B lane was the quickest that time.
Oh, and back in the back there, you saw Rod Millen sort of piggyback with Ivan Stewart for a second. No harm, no foul on either car. Down into turn 1, 11 laps remaining. It's Rick Johnson on the bicycle for a little bit. 2nd place is Danny Thompson. 3rd place is Rob McCachran. And 4th and 5th are the 2 Toyotas of Millen and Ivan Stewart. Remember, Ivan Stewart trying to win his 3rd straight race here at San Diego. Oh, Danny Thompson hits the hydro barrier. And it's going to cost him at least 4 positions.
Well, it certainly does. Both Toyotas pulled out front on that one.
Let's reset. Oh, Rick Johnson's on the bicycle. What a great save.
But that certainly put McCachran right up there with him. And now we got a little bump and rough.
This is the roughest we've seen it in the first 2 rounds of racing.
Both Toyotas side by side.
Boy, nobody giving Porter
anywhere.
The
and the
Toyotas
Toyotas actually hurt themselves right there. Cost themselves a couple of laps.
One of the Toyotas, Rod Millen, goes over. He's back on all fours. You can see him back there with the damage. Let's reset this for you. Rick Johnson and Rob McCachran running 1-2. Then in third place is Ivan Stewart, but he's well back. Right now, Ricky Johnson, he seems to be hiking up every time down through corners 1 and 2.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if maybe a sway bar hasn't given up or broken. It is getting severe amount of hiking on that one turn right there.
Rob McCachran not surrendering. It is Chevy versus Ford. The crowd is going absolutely crazy. On board with Rick Johnson. That's what it looks like when you're the leader.
Well, he's out front right now. He's just trying to drive the best he can, the quickest he can. But you remember, this car does like to hike on this high-speed left-hand turn.
Right there, he does go up on 2 wheels again momentarily. Oh, and a little contact there. Rob McCachran backs out just long enough to keep from pushing Johnson all the way over. It'll still be Rick Johnson, the Chevrolet, in first. Rob McCachran's Ford second. And now Rod Millen is closed in the Toyota.
Well, I believe that's Ivan that's pulled up in there.
You're right. It is Ivan Stewart.
Even though the Toyotas were banging amongst themselves, Ivan has pulled right up and he's working on the third place. He's in third, working on the second.
7 laps remaining. You're on board with Rick Johnson. You've seen this routine enough. You know what to do. Oh, and he gets a little sideways.
Was that a tap off of McCachran?
A love tap.
Yeah.
Ivan Stewart trying the outside. Look at this. The battle for second is heating up. Rick Johnson's got about a 4-3 truck length lead. Rob McCachran now has his hands full with Ivan, the Iron Man Stewart.
Well, he does. Ricky Johnson does have a little bit of breathing room, but I'll bet you that McCachran will come back up for another, you might say, a little bit of pressure put back on him.
All right.
McCachran's having his hiking escapade, you might say.
He got it up nice and high, made a nice save, but it could cost him second place if Ivan could get around. There you see the lead, and there is the battle for second. McCachran manages to hold on to second position. We should tell you, Danny Thompson is a distant fourth, and Jimmy Johnson is a distant fifth. Rick Johnson in the Chevrolet comes by with now 5 laps remaining. And you're right, Walker. He has definitely got some handling problems on that Chevrolet.
And look at McCachran's got handling problems. I'll tell you, what I really think it is, it's this clay. The traction is just phenomenal for these cars.
Well, we now have a new second place. That'll be Ivan Stewart taking over the position as Rob McCachran loses a spot. So now it is Chevy, Toyota, and Ford.
Well, Ricky Johnson better drive a very clean race and not hike, or we're going to... And Ivan Stewart just hikes, loses another couple of car lengths to Ricky Johnson.
Down into the AB lane, and both Rick Johnson and Ivan Stewart take the B side. Rob McCachran takes the A lane. Will it pay off? Not this time. It's still Rick Johnson, Ivan Stewart, Rob McCachran. On board with Rick Johnson. Watch as we pan out front. You'll see what happens. Don't get seasick on us. Oh, Rick gets a little sideways, makes a nice save. 3 laps to go.
The track is getting rougher. They are hitting those moguls, and that's causing a little bit of the hiking as well.
This is still anybody's race in that front 3 group. It could be Chevy, Ford, or Toyota. It could be Rick Johnson, Rob McCachran, or Ivan Stewart. Stewart maintains second place.
You can bet one thing, Ricky is driving flat out. He wants this win. He wants those Chevrolets up front.
Now remember, he won round number 1 in Anaheim. Here
Ivan wants that third win.
2 laps to go. Ivan won here in 1992. He won again last year in 93 in San Diego. It is his home track. It is Ricky Johnson's home track. The fans are literally on their feet.
Ivan just let Ricky know he's there. A little tap.
And we've got Rod Millen over on his side when the yellow flag comes out. Ivan has to duck to the inside. It will be a full course yellow. So with 2 laps remaining, we're going to go to a full course yellow. Stay with us. We'll have the dramatic conclusion to the Grand National Sport Truck Final right after this. Marty Reed, Walker Evans, and Mike Hansen back with you, and we have been told that the accident scene has not been cleared in time. As Rick Johnson comes by this time, he will take the checkered flag. This race will end under yellow. Rick Johnson will finish first, Ivan Stewart second, and Rob McCachran will be third. So that is going to be the way it will finish out here in round number 2.
All right, congratulations. Now it's on to Seattle.
Yeah, we go up to Seattle. But I can't end without thanking a lot of people. Chevrolet, who put the best 2 trucks on the track. I got to congratulate my teammate Jimmy Johnson, who just did a stellar performance in that second heat. Also the Nelson crew, all the guys, Ivan, John, everybody. They did an awesome job, and just thank the good Lord for giving me the ability and the opportunity to go out there and do what I can do.
All right, congratulations to Ricky Johnson. Now let's throw it back up to the booth. Walker, Marty, back to you.
The Mickey Thompson Stadium Off-Road San Diego event has been brought to you by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. For Mike Hansen and Walker Evans, I'm Marty Reed. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time we go racing on ESPN Speed World. This has been a presentation of Mars Incorporated in association with ESPN.